And upstairs, our children and our ladies group was upstairs. And then downstairs was having Promise Keepers, and we were having a cooking class, and our praise and worship team was meeting. And so this lady called, and I answered the phone, and she said, they say the weather's getting bad. And this lady, if it rains 3 drops, the weather's bad, okay? Right. So I really didn't put a whole lot of stock in it, okay? And this other lady called, and she said, Linda, they say that it's coming down 269, and that's the main road that you came in by the church. And I just got this check in my spirit. I'm telling you, we need to do something. So I went up to Pastor Rick's class. He was doing Experiencing God, and he's all spiritual up in there and everything. And I said, Pastor, they say that the weather's bad. I just feel like we all need to go down on the bottom floor, which was just on the slab, okay? And he said, oh, Linda, you know. And I said, okay, well, whatever you think, it's okay. And then it was just like he looked back and he said, we need to go downstairs immediately. So we got all of us downstairs. Now, this is the funny part, okay? We're down there, we're 20 minutes into this, okay? And we're singing, Jesus Loves Me, and oh my gosh, and I'm thinking, oh, Linda, you've got all these folks down here on this slab and nothing's happening. And about that time, the roof came off. I'm telling you, it got quiet. And then all of a sudden, just like that, the roof came off of that building.
So we're supposed to sleep tonight.
Yeah, oh, it's good now. It's good. So we speak to those things now.
If you love the Lord, you will.
Yes. But anyway, there were 70 of us in there, and we all walked out. We had some scrapes and everything. But the funny part of it is the lights, of course, went out. There was no lights. And all of our cars, there's a big hill right beside the church. All of our cars went into that hill, down into that ravine. And my sister-in-law said, hang on just a second. I've got a flashlight in my car, and I'll go get my flashlight. So she goes out. We had to climb out the nursery, went there, and she said, you're not going to believe this. Somebody has stolen my car. I was thinking, no, we've just gone through a tornado, and now somebody stole the car. But it was gone. It was in the ravine. But anyway, we walked out of there, and it was just absolutely awesome.
Have you told this story on the radio?
Not all of it.
Not yet, but we're actually
We're going to work on this.
WBCL, love that.
I've heard this
WBCL.
story before. Have you told it to WBCL?
We told a lot of people, but I don't know if that was one of them. No, can I just say one more thing?
Sure.
Okay. I was telling them that Dateline came and was interviewing us and everything, and oh my goodness, I was Joyce Myers and them. We walked around that parking lot. I was telling them how good God was and all this kind of stuff, and I had it going on. I'm just telling y'all, okay? So the night it was going to be on television, I had all my family up there. You know, this was my big break, okay? And so we're all sitting in the living room, fixing to watch Linda on Dateline with Pastor Rick. And the only thing, they said, before I tell you this, they said, well, tell us how it was. I said, well, I looked up into the ceiling, and I saw those ceiling tiles being sucked up and sucked down. Sucked up and sucked down. And then all of a sudden, they started going like this. And I said, oh my gosh, we're in trouble. I had preached all of this great stuff out there on Dateline. And the only thing that was on television that night was this country hick that said, and I looked up in the ceiling and those ceiling tiles were going up and down. It was so terrible. But anyway, God was good. God has been so good to us. And but on all of that, we lost one of the 70 in this tornado. She lived over in McDonald's Chapel, and this tornado, she was killed. So, you know, the 70 of us were close, so we really don't know how we're going to deal with when we have a next reunion, because that was tough on us. So, okay, I'm through. I promise.
And so you have to get Pastor Rick's, because his thing is pretty. There he is. You'll see him around too. We'll get him to speak.